So, hello, Adriana. At least you get to see me like this instead of like you recording a video and then me recording a video. And I'm looking awfully yellow today, so that's usually what I look like anyways. And depending on how high my pain is for the day, depends on how yellow or green I look. So, I pulled 4 eyeshadow palettes. I know you were talking about buying these palettes, so I pulled 4 BH palettes, right? Well, I told you I did my skincare and I use, let me show you a secret. I've talked about this. Actually, the review video for the first impression video went up for this yesterday. Oh, come on, where did you hide? Nope. I have an entire basket of skincare right here. Where is your companion product? I know I put it back in the, did I put it? I did put it back in the basket. Why am I not seeing it? Are you hiding from me? Oh, there you are, hiding behind my deodorant. Okay. So, in an Ipsy a couple months ago, I got this Elemis Superfood face wash. And then in my latest, it was either, yeah, well, both of those really aren't that great for your skin. So you'll have to watch some of my skincare videos. But this I either got in my BoxyCharm this month or last month or my Ipsy. And this is the Elemis Superfood Vital Veggie Face Mask. I just literally put up a first impression review of this. So in the mornings, if I wake up and I am feeling rough, like I look like I've been out drinking all night even though I don't drink, I have found that washing my face with the Superfood face wash, it's kind of like giving your face a smoothie. It smells like one of those green smoothies that those people drink in California. I've never had one. I've seen them. I've smelled one. I've never had one. So I'm not quite sure what they taste like. But this smells like what those smell like. And it really kind of like, it takes your face and goes, and it's like, are you awake yet? So when I messaged you earlier to make sure you were up, I came in and I washed my face with this, and then I did this mask because it's kind of like a double punch to the face to wake it up. And then I came in with my Peter Thomas, or the First Aid Beauty Acne Clearing Pads, because I've got a couple breakouts that are starting to pop up on my chin. I used the Sephora under eye, this is like a hydrating under eye cream. And where is it? This is something that I bought as an add-on for my Ipsy this month for June. So this was only $3. It's worth like almost $8, but the full size of this is like $50. I do 1 drop on either side, and I just whatever's left on the tip, I just kind of take across my forehead and down my nose. So this is the Red Earth Brightening Concentrate with it's an oil because I have like super dry skin. I put that on and I do eye cream first, and then I do that and then press it in the skin. And then since I got this a week ago, I've been using this every day as like a nighttime moisturizer. This is the Touch and Soul Pretty Filter Waterfall or Waterful Glow Cream. This stuff makes my skin feel like baby butt soft, so it's amazing. So I put that on over it. So right now my skin is like really, really, really hydrated. Yeah, I could actually probably show you right here. I've got like this dry scaly patch that I have to like super hydrate daily. I can literally do this most of the time, and I've got like little flakes that come off. I've got real ashy skin in certain spots of my body, so I know all about dry skin. What I usually use for dry skin is this Shea Moisture, the African Black Soap Moisturizer, and I leave it upside down because it's a very, very thick formula. It really needs to be in a tub, and I'm down to like right here, and I've been using this since like October of last year. And I mix it with the Walmart version of the Aveeno. This is the knockoff version of the Aveeno Daily Moisturizer. Hey, Frog. And I do like a squirt of this and a pump of that, and then I mix them together. And this moisturizer lasts on my skin for 48 hours, even through a shower. So I can put it on after a shower, and I dry off. Some people don't. They just put it on over wet skin. That's kind of weird to me. And then I do whatever else I would do, and then brush my teeth and go to bed, that kind of thing. And then if I shower like the next morning or the next night, I don't have to reapply that till like the next day, because that stuff is like amazing. I can't do a lot of Jergens products because of the ingredients. So my nose is now starting to run. Let me grab a tissue. Okay. Get my fridges pulled back up. And it's causing me to cough. Every time my nose runs, I have to cough. I look like I was crooked. And I am recording. I guess I could pull that closer. I've got my regular camera set up on the other counter so that it can catch some of what I'm doing, so that if I need like video or something, I do have my big camera also set up. I'm on my iPad. I need to get, I have Dropbox on both, so I can look at the pictures. I save the pictures off, and then usually what I'll do is I'll use my iPad, which is on my other YouTube account, because I have two channels, and I will use my iPad to like look at chat and stuff, because as soon as it pops up on my phone, before I'm even done reading like the first three words, it like vanishes off my phone, so it's hard to keep track of that. I'm trying to get. Could you turn the right direction? Thank you. Having technical difficulties. What is for sure? What? Oh yeah. We're gonna do some like business stuff, and then we'll get into the actual makeup. But I did pull as much affordable makeup as possible, and I know we talked about like base products and stuff like that, but I have a couple of ideas. And for those, if you hear me use the word red bone in this stream, don't be offended. It is a definition of her skin coloring. She is a beautiful, like light milk chocolate with pinky rosy undertones to her skin. And growing up where I did, all the black girls and stuff, they all had like different terms, like, oh, I'm milk chocolate, oh, I'm dark chocolate, oh, I'm a red bone. So to me, having those terms used is not offensive to Floridians, I guess you could say, or at least the people I grew up with. And I'm sure if you did try and fight me on it, my girl Taquita would probably get in a fight with somebody over it. But that's just how it is. I am very light skinned. I am very warm. I'm a very, very warm green yellow undertone. But I'm also, believe it or not, Cherokee and Seminole Indian with a touch of Mohican in there. So I'm not just a white girl. I'm part Native American as well. So I don't look it. I am very white, as you can see. I'm very pale. I am the same color from head to toe. The only thing that's darker is if you look, you can see the dark line on my chin that goes up. This was from a skincare product that darkened my face, because my face is darker than the rest of me. It's even darker than my hands. And the YouTube app just crashed, so I'm loading again. Okay, so maintenance stuff first. For those that don't know, my friend Frog, who's actually a moderator on my channel, has a YouTube channel. She just posted like a rainstorm ASMR video the other day, and I love rainstorms. So when we had one the other day, I recorded one myself. She did a giveaway, kind of like a sneaky giveaway on her channel, and she put like the giveaway information at the very, very end of the video, so you really had to watch the whole thing. And I'm the kind of person that when I watch a YouTube video, I do watch the whole thing. I watch from start to finish. So that's just me. And so she sent me, I won the giveaway. So this is technically the second giveaway that I've won ever in my life. The first one was with Samantha March, and I got, where is it? And I use it. It's the Stands Out Beauty Sponge. It's the weird like memory foam sponge. So I got that, and she sent me this beautiful card, and this is absolutely a gorgeous card. Ooh, the thing's falling out of it. I would actually live somewhere that looks like this, except for it's missing a few extra trees. But she ended up sending me a gift card for Apple, which I'm recording on, and I'm doing this on an iPhone, and I have an iPad. These are the only Apple products that I own. But oh, I got it working. Yay! Okay, so I can see all of chat on here now. And I will say hi from this one. This is my other channel. So, how did I get emojis? I must have touched them wrong. Okay, so the account I just said hi from, that's my other channel. So if you want to go peruse that one later, it's there. At least now I can see chat. So she sent me a really beautiful card, and I got the gift card. So this was from a giveaway on her channel. She only has this was for her 100 subscriber giveaway, and I have a giveaway going on the other channel as well for me. I'm giving away a handmade pair of earrings and one of these. I ended up not realizing when I bought it, they come in I bought the 4-pack and not the single. So I'm giving away one of these as my 100 subscriber giveaway on that channel, because with this channel, I never really, I'm getting the other camera set up so I can record from this angle. And I'm gonna like scrunch down a little bit so you can see me. Ew, what did I stick my, oh, it's just water. Like, what did I stick my finger in? All right, so I need a closer look at your like eye shape, but I was thinking you start here and drag it out a little bit and kind of do like a swoop. I have hooded eyes, so I'm going in about 3/4 of the way. There's nothing else on my face but skincare. And yes, this looks kind of severe. And I don't have like tape or anything down. And this is a very dark shade. Okay, so we've got the first shade down. You know what, I think I'm gonna drag it towards the inner eye, but go down a little bit, just so there's a little bit of color down there, but not quite as much. Oh, I just put it on my upper lip. Oh, so darkness from here out, and then I'm just dragging a little bit of it in the front. And then I'm going to reach over my coffee. Right? Yeah, these shadows do not play. I'm just going to take what's left on the brush and clean it off. This is the J-Cat brush cleaner. Got it at Ulta for like $6. I'm then going to blend up over this line here. And my eyebrow itches. You ever find that when you're doing your makeup that like your nose itches or your whatever itches when you're doing something else? You're like, go away. So this is what we have so far. Now, with this is a Wet n Wild brush. Oh. This is a $1 brush. This one came in an Ipsy glam bag. It's a little short domed. It's a fluffier brush, but it's dome shaped. And then this one here is a flat synthetic brush. I'm gonna go ahead, and what I usually do is I get water in like a lid or something, and I push the ends of the brush down in the water, and then I run my fingers through it and squish up any extra water, and then I'll run it on the back of my hand to make sure that the brush is 100% like wet, but not like soaking wet. Nose runs. I'm then going in to Borealis. Magnetic. It's that royal blue shade. And I'm going to pack this all over my lid. Again, no primer, no nothing. You see exactly what I've got on. I don't have glitter glue. I do have eyeshadow primer. I've got the BH eyeshadow primer. But I didn't put nothing on. And then I'm going to drag it out, but I'm going to flip my brush over, come at the very corner of my eye, and come out. Yeah, BH has some amazing sales. And I'm just kind of going up like this. To blend it up into where the purple is going to go. Now I have a crease right here on my eye where I've got the brush. So I find sometimes the shadow likes to separate right there on that line. And how I avoid that is I take my finger and I press on the shadow. And what that does is, for me, it presses the shadow into my skin. Well, I see a lot of people, they just pick up, for example, I just, and they go, shh. I'm like, it'll really wet your brush. I mean, topically, yes, it'll wet your brush, but it doesn't do like doesn't do a good job. So I'm going to go back over and just tap over where I have like any sparse spots or where my stubborn line is. I'm going to take my brush cleaner again and just knock off whatever powder is in the brush. And I'm going to dip it back in the water and then run it on the back of my hand and then squish it and then run it on the back of my hand again to make sure that the water is like, it's worked into the bristles of the brush, but again, not soaking. I'm then going into the Borealis shade with the same brush that I just used. And I guess I could show you what I'm doing. I put it in here and I just kind of wiggle it and then I'll drag it. I'm going to flip the brush over so the color is facing up. Hopefully I didn't lose her. It looks like I've only got one person in chat. And I'm going right above that blue and I'm tipping it up over where it only shows one person in chat. So I'm tipping it right up over where that other purple was that I put down that was a matte shade. And I'm going bloop, bloop, bloop. Little short, quick strokes. I'm not worried about out here right now. I got a little too carried away right there. I'm going to go ahead and turn the brush back around. And just kind of connect it to the blue in the front. So this is what we have so far. Now, if you're worried about the outside, I just take you see 4? That's good. Only 2 people are in chat besides me. So technically it's Frog and Adriana and then me. So we have a lurker. So if you want to come up and clean up your line up here, I just kind of made a pretty little swoosh. Look at that. And then come down here. And it just kind of merged the blue and the purple together when I did that just now. And I'm going to get that right under there because I'm going to put a gold shade there. Now with a smaller synthetic brush, I don't want to use that one because you're scratchy. You'll work. I'm going to grab this little dome flat synthetic brush. Again, getting it wet, running it through the motions that I usually do. I'm going into the set. It was hungry. I'm going back into the Zodiac palette. I'm going to grab that Sagittarius shade. Now this one here is super chunky and crumbly, so be very careful picking up shadow. And I mean like super chunky. So I'm going to go under my eye now. Again, no base makeup or nothing. I would have already done corrector and concealer, that kind of stuff before I did any of this. But since we're just doing eye ideas, I'm going to come right up under my lash line. I don't know if I can get closer. Okay, hang on. Now all of a sudden it says there's 3. It says 3 people and 3 likes. Over here it still says 1. My iPad is... My lurker left. Well, I don't mind the lurkers. I want people to say hi. Hello. How are you? All right. Am I close enough? Can you see me? The other camera can't. The other camera's going, all I see is your ear. I mean, there's nothing wrong with my ear, but... Okay. I'm going to avoid the outside edge for right now, and I have a mole right here under my eye. So that's always been an issue for me. It's one of those stupid beauty marks. Right up under my lashes, I'm going to drag this green. Do little short strokes. And I'm going in almost all the way. I'm leaving the very beginning part of my eye open. I'm going to turn the brush over so that it's flat, and I'm going to then drag this back. Again, little short strokes. Gotta reload. And like I said, this brush is wet. Now when we get to the corner, I squint a little bit so I can get a closer look at what's going on, how my eye is going to bend. And there's a little bit of fallout on my face. And then I'm going to take the brush and go right up, flipping it over so the color is facing up, right up under where I did the blue, to outline the bottom. Can you see what I'm doing okay? Can you see me now? All right. Now, do you think this is something that you can do, Adriana? Okay. I didn't want to do anything that was too difficult. But we've got the purple, the blue, and then the green. Now for the star. Oh, shit. Sorry. Demonetized. I just said the S word. I don't know. Which gold do you... Well, I'll swatch them all out. That way you can decide. Before I go on to the next part. Okay. This is the Zodiac palette. So Pisces, Aquarius. And then we've got the Borealis, Aurora Borealis 24 karat, and then we have the colored rain in star something. Which gold do you like best, Adriana, with the colors I've got going on right now? We got 1, 2, and 3. Which one do you like better? The colored rain? Yeah, I thought so. That's what I was thinking too. And it feels wet, so you can apply it with your finger or you can apply it with a dry brush. So, with another brush, I'm going to grab the colored rain one. This is in Superstar. Again, $6.99 on their website. I can link it. Dry brush. Dry. I'm going to put it right up under my lash line here where I left that negative space. Put a little bit over the green. Come in my inner corner with it. And then hit the brow bone with whatever's left. Now again, pressing over the shadows so that it stays. I have a little bit of fallout under my eye here from the gold. So there's look one. Now if you want the gold more impactful, just get your brush wet. But this feels like a cream eyeshadow, so that's why I didn't. You could also take this and run your finger in it and go boop right in the center and make it a halo kind of eye. Or excuse me, it's a spotlight eye when you do that, not a halo. A halo is where you cut the crease. So let me depalette. I guess I could do it to this camera too. Now, the matte shadows in this palette do have quite a bit of kick up in them, and a little goes a long way. So I think for this one I'm going to do more of a circular look, something that is more like a C shape around the eye versus drawn out. Because again, I want to emphasize your eyes and your lips with the makeup when it comes to what's going to be seen through the mask. And I did drag that all the way from inner corner to inner corner so that it's a cohesive look. And I am blending as I go. And these shades blend beautifully. So if you look, I'm doing a big C shape. And then if you want to bring color up a little higher, depending on how hooded your eyes are, you can. Again, I need an up-close look at your eye. And trying to pull up Twitter on one of my devices right now just won't work. All right, let me move brushes out of the way. Getting another little flat synthetic brush. Oh, I have shadow on the back of my hand that I usually wipe my brush on. Oops. Okay. So that was the Gemini matte shade from in here, and it has this beautiful silver. You are doing the black, white, and gold thing, right? Still, I know we talked about it. I know you were doing black and white, but okay, that's one reason why I've kind of like stuck with the gold. I think I have another. I'm going to grab a little domed tapered brush. This is the Santi brush. I'm going to grab the matte Aquarius shade from the Love Signs palette, and I'm going to be fluffing this on my eyelid. And it's got a lot of pigment, so be very careful how you fluff. You can fluff it up real quick. And I'm just carrying it from lash line to where the purple meets, and then slowly blending the two colors so I don't get a fugly shade. And then I'm gonna lightly go right up under my lashes on my lower lash line. Scratch my ear. There's a hair tickling it. Go away. Just to darken under your eye just a little bit. Oh, poke yourself in the eye with the brush. And I've stopped about right here with the dark shade. I did not carry that one all the way in. Now going back to the wet synthetic brush, I'm going to grab the Aquarius shade, but I'm going to take a little bit of the shade next to it, which is the Capricorn, because the Aquarius shade is more like a gunmetal color than a blue, and I want more of like a blue color to it. So I'm going to try and get it to look like this, unless you want me to grab another color. Let me see. Ooh, we have Australis in here. We have this blue in the Aurora palette. It's like a bluish green. And then we have Polar, but I think that's going to be too light. I think this over that darker shade might be pretty. Kind of like a veil type thing than this. This kind of looks more gray. Okay, so then we're going to go in with Australis. So we're going to go in with this shade right here. On the other eye, I use these two these two shades here. So I'm going to go into this one here. Again, a little tip of water on it. And sometimes I use the heel of my hand to like make sure the brush is damp. And I'm going to just kind of wiggling back and forth to load the brush. Don't you fall off my lap. And I'm gonna put this all over where I put that darker teal color. So think of it like a cut crease, but you're not using concealer, you're putting it over a darker shadow. So this should bring out some of the darker green shades in it. I've got a little bit of fallout right here. Now, again, like I usually do, I'm going to take my finger and press over it. This also shows me if there's any like uneven spots or patchy spots that I need to like build up. So there are a couple of spots I'm not quite 100% happy with, so I'm going to go back in. And just lightly tap over them. So there's where we're at right now. Alright. Grab my little brush cleaner, I'm going to take the color off. I'm going to get my brush re-wet. And I'm going into the Sagittarius shade. That's fine, Frog. So I'm going to grab the Sagittarius shade here. And this is going to go under my eye. Let's see if I can zoom in a little more. Oh, I can. Say hello to my Abba. So we're going to carry this under. And again, I'm going to leave a blank spot in the very front. Kind of using it like a liner. Now, what would you rather do? If this was, since this is for your wedding, your ideal look, I can do one of two things. I can put the purple up here above the green, like in my crease, or I can put it right in the center of my lid. Let me know what you want me to do. Might be my face, but it's your look. In the center? Okay. Hey guys, it's Oberstadt. It is about 11 o'clock right now. I've been wearing this makeup since my live stream about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Maybe about 2:30 is when I actually started applying it. The lip color is pretty worn off, but it's still there. And the eye makeup, again, no primer or anything used. I will pick you up so you can see. Everything up close. And I didn't use any primers or anything on my face or my eyes, and I didn't use any face makeup. So I'm going to take some water on my hands and just press it over my face. And I do have my Always Off makeup removing cloth in the sink. Let me get my hair out of the way. I'm going to be using the Sephora cleansing oil. You can use this or the Perfect Matcha cleansing balm. I picked one up for like $5, but they're usually about 10. It's from Physicians Formula. This one here is like 15. I do one pump and then I spread it evenly in my hands and then just kind of dot it around my face. Now granted, I don't have anything other than highlight, eyeshadow, and lipstick on, so watch. Pretty messy, huh? But since my friend that I did the makeup look for was curious about how to take it off, I wanted to do this so she could see it. And then you can use any washcloth, or you can use one of these like reusable makeup wipes. And I'm going to be getting in the shower here in just a few minutes. And I did use eyeliner in my waterline, which is why I went over like my actual lash line as well. I don't know what the hell my dad is watching out there on YouTube, but it's really loud. So you can, let me move you so you're in front of the light. You can see that I have the green liner still right here. I just kind of am real gentle going back and forth right over that to try and get it off. I find that using an oil to remove my eyeliners is the best thing to get them off, because if not, they will take a while to get off. And then, because my lips are really dry, it takes a little bit more work to get that lip color off. Now, I could probably have gone another 5 to 10 hours with that eye makeup on, and it would have still looked the way it did when I first applied it. But I wanted to show her how to get this off after she, you know, when you get married, especially when you do a themed wedding, you don't want to have to worry about spending 100 hours trying to get your makeup off. At the end of the night, when you're tired, you've been through your wedding ceremony, you've had dinner, you've danced, and at the end of the night, you and your significant other just want to be together or whatever. I just wanted to show how quick and easy this was to get off. Like I said, you don't need these. I could have just used my regular washcloth to get this off. But the trick to getting like the oil-based eye makeup removers and stuff like that to work really well, like I found, is I get my face wet first, and then with whatever water's left on my hands, I will put the oil cleanser in my hands. Like I said, this is the Sephora one. You could use the Perfect Matcha one, which I will get and show you. This is from Physicians Formula. You can pick this up. Some Walmarts still have Physicians Formulas. Some Walmarts don't have it anymore. But this is the 3-in-1 Perfect Cleansing Matcha Balm. Like a pea-size amount. I've used this like an entire week to remove my makeup, and you see how much is missing. So a very little goes a long way. One pump of the Sephora cleansing stuff takes off all of my face makeup, eye makeup, lip, whatever. Even if I'm wearing foundation, one pump is all you need to remove all of your makeup. And I mean that a lot of people will overuse product, but if I wanted to right now, if I wasn't planning on getting a shower, I could easily just splash some water on my face, brush my teeth, brush my hair out, take my hair down, that kind of thing, and go crawl in bed right now if I wanted to. You don't have to do a double cleanse, and you can see the BH shadows did not like really stain. And I even had like eyeshadow all the way out to here, and you can see it's completely gone. So hopefully this is helpful to those of you that have like stubborn eye makeup, waterproof. Oh, I still have oil. I have oil on the back of my hand. I just realized it. Well, I'll just rub it in. When I pump it in my hand, it seeps through the cracks of my fingers and ends up on the back of my hand, but that's fine. It smells good. But yeah, sometimes it's really simple and easy, and with that, I find if you don't have enough moisture on your face when you first put it on, it takes a little bit more effort to spread it. If you get it in your eyes, it will make your eyes a little bit cloudy for a little bit, but I find that just simply doing that, what I just did, will help kind of clear it out a little bit, or if you blink a few times, it'll disperse whatever oil is in your eye. I do have contacts that I wear occasionally, and I've removed my makeup with my contacts in. I don't always recommend it because of course then it can cause a film on your contacts, but it doesn't like irritate your eyes or anything like that. So just make sure to clean your contacts after you remove them with whatever solution that you have to remove, buildup off your lashes, off your contact lenses. So hopefully this is helpful, and hopefully you guys, if you didn't see the live stream where I was doing the Masquerade makeup looks that I was wearing, I will link them in the cards up. It'll be up here on the screen, so that way you can see it. Part 1 was me like doing swatches on my arms, which if you look, I'm still wearing some of the swatches from earlier on my arms, and they're there. they're like good and stained on my skin, so they'll be there probably till tomorrow morning. Even after I shower, they'll still be there. So the BH shadows do have a tendency to grab and stick, but I have found that as long as you have at least a really good moisturizer on your skin and over your eye area, that they do they don't like stain my skin, and I have very sensitive dry skin. So hopefully this is helpful. I will see you guys in another video very soon. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye.